Hi there, and welcome back to Security Best Practices Training. You know me by now, I'm Marianne, your training specialist. In this video, we're going to start our lesson on social engineering. Social engineering is much broader than technology, but we're just going to focus on the technology aspect of it. In general, it's just using techniques and tricks based on human psychology, implicit trust, and exploiting politeness to gain access to data, information, money, or to otherwise scam a victim. A few of the most common vectors for access are emails, phone calls, and physical access. Most people don't experience a physical access vector threat, but it still exists. Another dramatization you may have seen in any generic heist scene involves a thief plugging in a USB flash drive and saying, "I just need time to download the information," or infect the system with a virus or something like that. Overly fictionalized? Yes. But it's a plausible scenario nonetheless. That's one of the reasons that servers are supposed to be kept in a locked closet or rack. There's a higher risk to the perpetrator to be physically in person while completing a crime, so you will more likely stumble upon the phone or email version of social engineering. Typical social engineering tends to be focused. They may know specific things about the target obtained from a Google search or a previous breach. One that I've seen popping up lately uses passwords from an old breach to send out an email saying they have total control over your system. Here's the password, give me Bitcoin. If you never change your password, you might believe them, and even if you have changed it since then, it's pretty unnerving to see someone with your old password threatening you. So they use that information to try and get more information or money from a victim. Sometimes they can even get information using the foot in the door technique. Someone may call and ask to speak to the person in charge of purchasing, and before getting transferred, ask, "Who is that again?" The next time they call, they know the person's name and seem more like they have an established relationship. They may slowly gain more knowledge of the staff or your operation to use to falsify a purchase order in the future. Phone call scams are still really common, and there are ways to protect yourself. If you see a number you don't recognize, you can always Google the incoming number. Sometimes it will pop up with search results about how it's a robocall or a scam. Sometimes I even Google the number with the word scam, and it gives me a little more details on that scam. If you have a smartphone, you can also download a Better Caller ID app. One that I've used in the past is called Mr. Number. It uses crowdsourced information to mark incoming calls as spam or scams based on user reporting. So if someone picks up a call and realizes, oh, it's just a robot telemarketer, they flag it as such, and the next time the number calls someone with the app, it'll say it was flagged as spam. There are a couple of apps out there with similar functionality, so check them out. Also, many phones come with it built in now. I don't currently use an app because my Pixel 3 does something very similar automatically. If you do get on a call and it seems fishy, but you're not sure, maybe you're nervous because the threat is serious. Maybe it actually sounds legitimate, but you just want to make sure. Ask them for a case number or ticket number, and call back the number on the website. The IRS scam claiming you owe back taxes is still a common one. So while I'm telling you now that it isn't a real call, if you weren't sure, you could ask for a case number and go to irs.gov to find the right number to call back. Obviously, don't call back the number that called you. If it was a scam, you're just calling the scammers. As an aside, this would absolutely work with Valiant employees. If you're working with a technician, you can ask for a ticket number and call back the phone number on our website. You can use that if you're just not sure if it's actually us or not. I would love to hear my text say that someone did that per my advice. I always recommend erring on the side of caution. Okay, next up we're going to talk a little bit more about email phishing, because that's the vector we see that comes up most often in social engineering. Join me, won't you?